Hi, this is Runy Calmera, my dream business coach. I help coaches and digital entrepreneurs achieve more clients online. Today I want to talk to you about what is a webinar and what features do you need to look at when you are looking at a webinar. And especially, why do you need a webinar if you are working from home as a coach or digital entrepreneur? A webinar, imagine you have a room full of people and there could be 1,000 people in the room, and you can access that room from your computer at home and talk to them, chat with them, and also they see everything you have on your screen. Imagine that. Well, that is a webinar. If you are a host of a webinar, then with simple software you can achieve 1,000 people from home. What are the features that you need to look at when you're looking at a webinar? One, people need to be able to sign up. And they sign up on a landing page. And a landing page is a page created by the webinar software where people can put their name and email. And automatically the webinar captures the people, so you only need to send the invitation out to that landing page of the webinar and it's done. So the second thing, the moment people sign up, they need notifications. That means that people will automatically get an email and saying thank you, and with the webinar details, where they need to click, etc., to enter the webinar. The notification part is very important because that increases the attendance of your webinar. The more notifications you can send, maybe 24 hours before the webinar, 15 minutes before the webinar, when the webinar starts, those emails are helping more people to attend to your live webinar. The third thing you need is guest speakers, ability to look at guest speakers. So how many people can attend your webinar and speak freely to the thousands of people that that are attending the webinar? These are the guest speakers, so you are a guest speaker and you can be also the host, and check how many people can speak live in your webinar. The fourth thing is you need an easy setup. How easy is it to set up your webinar? The webinar software I use, which is Webinar Jam, it is possible to set up a webinar in 15 minutes. Step by step, you can set up the webinar. So that's another feature you need to check. The fifth thing, you need to be able to present an offer in the webinar. So how does it work? In the webinar or outside the webinar, when you're selling, you just click a button and then people will see the offer, and they will see how much your offer is, and then they click. When they click, they can buy your offer. That is very important, that you are able to have an offer. The sixth thing in a webinar is surveys. You need a webinar where you can have surveys live during the webinar or at the beginning. Before people attend to the webinar, they need to be able to fill in the surveys, because survey is a way that you can gather information about your potential clients. The seventh thing a webinar needs is you need to have live video. Imagine you have a video, pre-recorded video, and you want to show your attendees a video live on screen. The webinar needs to be able to do that. The eighth thing, which how many, is how many attendees. There are webinar software that charge you the more attendees you have. And the webinar software I use, which is Webinar Jam, Webinar Jam is up to 1,000 attendees. So when you grow and when you scale up your business, you want more people to get into the room. And the ninth thing is video is automatically recorded. So after the webinar, you will have a video capture of everything you presented on the screen, and that will be, for instance, go to YouTube, and it will be unlisted, so you can have your video editor or somebody else can edit it and put it back. And the final thing is replays. The people who did not attend need to be able to go to a replay link, and then you see especially how much people look at a replay. And I want to give you a bonus one. 11 is reporting. You need to be able to see how many people attended your webinar, how many people subscribed but did not get in, how many people left, etc. And Webinar Jam, which I use, is also having this reporting. I have another bonus, which is integration. Your webinar software needs to integrate with your email software. When people get in, you, apart from sending them notifications, you also need to be able to capture their email in your email marketing software. We use ActiveCampaign, and Webinar Jam integrates with ActiveCampaign. So everybody getting into our webinar software, automatically we can see their emails in their email. In our email marketing system. So that is the features I wanted to show you for the webinar. You now know what a webinar is. You now know that you need a webinar for if you have a home-based coaching business. And in another video I will tell you what you can do with that webinar. What is the strategies that you can have and that you can implement for having more clients. This is Runy Calmera. Sign up at sign-up.mydreambusinesscoach.com for more of these episodes.